Here we go. So yeah, this business has been growing at an exponential rate because of the simplicity, because we use simplicity for success. And anybody will tell you that the moment you introduce confusion, a confused mind does absolutely nothing. And so we're taking it back to basics, right? And we're going to look at the foundation of our compensation plan, the foundation of this business model, the foundation of why this business has grown so quickly. So thanks for each and every one of you. Hey, I see Al on the call too. What's up, Al? Yes. Okay, I see a couple more people popping in here. We're gonna go ahead and get going. I'm gonna stop the beeps though, just so that we don't let's see. We won't hear the ding dongs when they're coming in. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and not play the sound when folks are okay. We're going to go ahead and start sharing the screen and get into the content tonight. So, all right, let's do this. Just move myself down. All right, again, thank you and welcome to the presentation. It is now the top of the hour. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the content. This is Against All Odds. This is our AAO Legends opportunity presentation where we're going to talk about the foundation of the power behind this movement. And I say a movement because we're helping people who maybe don't control their time, or maybe just want to make more money, or maybe want to get control of their health again, get back in control of their lives, get back into a place of knowing where they are, who they are, and where they're going. I think the past couple of years has really showed a lot of people a lot of chaos, and so many people have gotten lost in that whirlwind of chaos, and we want to help people to truly get out of that and realize that you are in control of your destiny and where you're going. So welcome to Against All Odds. There's a reason that you're on this call tonight. We asked 100 people, hey, why did you get started with Against All Odds? And every single one of them had this tone running through the base of it. They were sick and tired of where they were, and they knew that there was more available to them out there, either internally, like more inside of them, or more externally. Every single one of them had, there was other reasons too, but the baseline of it is there's something out there that they know that they can achieve or they can receive, but they don't know how to tap into it, or there's something inside of them. There's greatness within them, but they don't know how to access it. And they want to know, hey, can I get a part of a community of people who are passionate about success? Yes, you can. Finding people who are passionate about success and using network marketing and home-based business as a vehicle to help you succeed and grow and win is really the number one place to look. If you look at the home-based business industry, if you look at what the Board of Labor says, that you're more likely to use the home-based business industry to achieve financial freedom than any other business model on the planet. So that is phenomenal. It's why we love this industry. And I want to ask you a big question. Why are you on this call? So we asked a bunch of other people, why are you on this call? Is there something inside of you? Is there something out there that you know that you deserve? And what is it worth to you to go from where you are right now to live the life of your dreams and win against all odds? Win meaning hit those goals, that thing inside of you that you have that you really, really want to bring to fruition. You can do it. You just need the right people in your corner to help you get there. And so this is where we bring out the 5 non-negotiables. This is part of the reason I joined this company. When Dan reached out to us, we were in the middle of something else. And he said, I know you guys are killing it in what you're doing, but I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't tell you what I was about to do. And I know it's not convenient. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It's not convenient because we're not looking for anything. But then he said, and he spoke the words of something that I was planning to do anyway. After these past couple of years, we moved, we got married, we bought a house, we moved our entire nursery, 6,000 potted plants from one side of the state to the other side of the state. We're talking about 37 trips in a trailer, and doing that quickly because we also sold our home. And during all this process, my husband, shortly after we got everything settled, my husband had a stroke. It was on my birthday, and I'm sharing a little bit of his story, and he said, it's okay. I said, you need to come in here and share. He's like, you're asking a lot, lady. So I said, I'm going to share your story. He said it was okay. He had a stroke on my birthday. So this year he has to do much better when he thinks about getting me a present. But no, it rocked our world. We realized that we have not been doing the things that we started to do when we were super successful in this industry. We were not doing the things to keep our bodies healthy. So we were not following a nutrition plan, right? We were not following a physical plan, although we were wreaking havoc on our bodies by moving. Our personal development, we didn't have time for that. We had boxes to move and floors to put down and walls to paint. We didn't have time for that, although I did indulge in the momentary personal development video just to kind of keep myself going. Our financial stuff, it kind of took a break. We took the money that we had accumulated in this industry to this point, and we took that and lived off of it for a while and did this whole moving process and really didn't have to work. Instead, we just spent time renovating the house. So our finances kind of plateaued, right? Because we weren't doing the things that we needed to do on a daily and consistent basis to grow anything big and tremendous. And the accountability. We were holding each other accountable enough to say, we got to get this from here to there. And so many of the things along the way, the things that we hold near and dear to us, our typical routines, we were not holding to because things had been chaotic. And what was the result of that? I feel like I aged 10 years and gained about 30 pounds, and my husband had a stroke. And so if you're not following along with your non-negotiables, things are going to happen in life, right? And so we believe that every single person should have non-negotiables for themselves to excel, get to the next level, to be the all that you want to be. So I said to myself, you know what? At the end of when the boys go back to school, I am going to start the 75 Hard program. Have you heard of the 75 Hard program? It talks about non-negotiables. And so Dan said, we really liked that concept, but we kind of changed it because everybody's unique and different. And we're putting together this accountability. I was like, oh my goodness, I get to do the thing that I was going to do anyway to get to where I want to be, back to where we were, and go beyond and learn and excel. And I get paid to do it and help other people do it too, because I know other people that want more out of life just like I do. And so absolutely yes. But he said, not only that, we have company non-negotiables. And so number one, we're going to be a single product company. There are never going to be any other products, nothing to confuse, nothing to, he said, the moment that you add another tangible product, it confuses the mind, and a confused mind does nothing. And so for always, this product will always be the number one and only product. And why is that? Dan said that as he looked over the history of all companies, he said the ones that were most successful and the ones that hit over $1 billion per year in sales were ones that had a single product focus. They were focused. They were passionate. They were all about sharing that product. We're going to talk about that product here in just a moment. Number two is that the formula of that product is never going to change. They made sure to look at every single thing and make sure that it's healthy, that there's no stimulants, that's not harmful, that you could get it into any country around the world. As you know, certain countries, they won't allow certain things. And so they made sure that their product is so pure, or this product is so pure, that it could get into any country, even the most strict countries in the world that are very careful to watch what they put in their products. And number three, no inserts, but not only that, no changes to the compensation plan, right? So I don't know about you, if you've ever been a part of a company before. And if everybody can mute out, that would be awesome, just so that I don't get distracted and get down a rabbit hole and take a little bit more of your time. So number three is no inserts, and we're not going to change the compensation plan. So if you've ever been a part of a company and they lost focus, they didn't do things right, didn't do their numbers right, they made sure that this compensation plan is ironclad, number one, but they also made sure that you could have the confidence to be able to build an incredible business and not have the rug pulled out from under you. And no inserts means that they're not going to just fly in these huge leaders and put them above you and allow them to make money on all of your hard work. There's so many companies out there that they'll pay a leader $20 or $30 or $50,000 to come on over and build the business. And it's just not fair. It's a level playing field. This is a opportunity for all people to truly have success. And we're so excited about that. And we appreciate those non-negotiables, knowing that the company's not going to lose focus and that they're going to be investing and taking us seriously. Now, who started this? Let's talk about Dan, Travis, and JC. These guys have a cumulative 100 years of experience in the industry. And repeatedly, I've heard them say on call after call after call after call, we believe that if we invest in you, if we give you a phenomenal product and overwhelm you with value, that you're going to have everything that you need to succeed. And so you're going to see that here. You're going to see how for a small price to get started, get your product, but you're also going to get a whole slew of other things. And we're so excited for all of that that's about to happen. All right. So Dan Putnam's been in the industry a long time, as well as Travis. I'm not going to talk too much about their history. If you want, you can go research them. But they're phenomenal business leaders. These are gentlemen who have created sales in excess of millions of dollars per month, not just per year, millions of dollars per month. And they want to share that success. They want to share that business model. They want to give you everything that you need to succeed, because there's so many people who step into this industry and they really want to win, but they've been missing this or missing that, or the company lost focus, or the components weren't right, or there was way too much and it was way too complicated, and they never really got to the level of success that they deserve. So what they brought to us is a product that is so incredibly powerful, and a product that can do over $1 billion in sales. The trajectory of this product has proven in the past to do over $1 billion in sales when it is just greens. But this, my friends, is active greens. It's so much more than just a greens drink. This is your ultimate daily nutrition. There are companies out there that are just green products, and they are great. All right. But this is greens and so much more. There are 3 powerful nutrient blends: the adaptogen and detox blend, the greens biome matrix blend, and the nitric oxide boost blend. And the company doesn't articulate it like this, but I'm going to share something with you that I've really come to realize and come to notice. There are 3 top killers of people in the world. All right. 3 top killers. Number 1 is, and the number 1 killer of all men and women worldwide, is heart disease. Heart disease kills more men and women all over the world. It doesn't care where you come from or any of that. It kills more men and women all over the world than anything else. Number 1 killer. So they have found that nitric oxide supplementation can actually prevent and reverse active heart disease. So we have a nitric oxide boost blend, and not just any, we'll talk about it here in a moment, one of the best nitric oxide boost blends in the industry. We believe it is the best. All right, next is, so number 1 way to kill you is heart disease, right? It's the number 1 killer of men and women all over the world. Number 2 way that people die, we're going to get a little somber here for a moment. Number 2 way that people die is from diseases. And did you know that all diseases can be traced back to a mineral deficiency? So you have your greens biome matrix blend. This is ingredients that will alkalize your body and help you and to support you and help you with your anti-aging efforts, and also giving you the minerals that you need. These greens are very unique, and we'll go over that in just a second. But also the silent killer. This is something else that kills so many men and women all over the world, and that is stress. If you are riding in a vehicle or looking at artificial light or doing anything that is stressing your body, working long hours, staying up late at night, that is going to stress your body. Even riding in a vehicle down the road, your body was not designed to go 60 miles an hour. You can't run that fast. It wasn't supposed to go that fast. And so that causes a tremendous amount of stress. And what adaptogens and detox, in the gentle detox blend does, is it allows your body to regulate stress and manage stress. So it reduces the feelings of anxiety and fatigue. And if you've tried our greens, you already know that you can feel it working within the first few minutes of you taking it. It helps to improve sleep and boost immunity. This blend also includes herbs and enzymes that have a gentle detoxing effect to naturally cleanse the body and promote overall and digestive health. Plus, it includes the AAO Optimum Absorption Booster to boost the uptake of nutrients and help the body absorb everything in order to maximize the benefits that you get. And then the greens, I could talk all day about the greens. I know the guys could too. I'm not going to bore you with it, but it's made with low heat, dried, active organic greens, plus acid stable probiotic supports your gut health, the immune system, and healthy weight management. The nutrient-rich superfood greens are packed with antioxidants that protect against free radicals, helping with anti-aging, help reduce inflammation in the body. The high quality natural stable products help replenish a beneficial level of good bacteria in the gut microbiome, which is crucial for general health and digestion. So that's all I'm going to talk about on the greens. You can learn a little bit more of them. We've got videos. Just ask your upline for them or ask who shared this with you, share this presentation with you for that video, and they will share it with you. So just a little bit more about these greens. This is the waste product from this greens. They actually use this for other things, but the waste product of these greens is actually 4 times more nutritious than most of the greens that you get from the marketplace. So if you look here in the middle, you can see that here's one of our competition. This is just grass sawdust. They literally bake the grasses, the beneficial nutrients and everything are just eliminated from that product, and you get a really watered down, not really watered down, but really just baked, eliminated of all beneficial enzymes and all of that. And then here you have the greens that are in our product, and see that's just a beautiful color. I've actually taken a greens product that I have in my cabinet, which was supposed to be one of the best, and compared it with our active greens. And the one that I was in my cabinet was like brownish, just almost black with and blackish greenish brown. And then I made my active greens and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a vibrant living green. And they've actually said that if you're consuming this product, you are actually consuming if you drink it within 30 minutes, a live product. So it's living and healthy and nutritious, and they produce it in such a way right there on the farm. They've been able to place this facility to process these greens and using not a lot of heat, keeping it not too cold, not too hot, and processing it so that it's just like drinking the freshly squeezed juice. So you're getting a phenomenal product that's unlike any other, that has a tremendous mineral content. And you'll learn all about how there's only 2 places in the world that have the highest mineral content and are the most beneficial places to grow greens like this in a video that you can ask your person who shared this with you with. Okay. Last but not least is that nitric oxide boost blend that we were talking about. It's formulated to support the body's natural ability to produce nitric oxide, which is important for heart health and vitality. The research-based amino acids, coenzymes, and herbal extracts in this powerful blend are associated with numerous cardio health and anti-aging benefits. All you have to do is say, hey, Google, what are the benefits of nitric oxide supplementation? And she will blow your mind. It's just phenomenal what nitric oxide supplementation can do, but not just any nitric oxide. We're talking about the best nitric oxide supplementation on the market, all packed in with your greens. And so if it was just one of these products, it would be an amazing product for you to consume every single day. But the fact that they're all placed here together, Dan said, listen, we wanted to create a product that was the most beneficial product that anyone, if you could only take one product for the rest of your life, we wanted to create that product. The product that was going to eliminate half of your supplement cabinet and save you money by being one of the best products out there. And then there's also these other things that are packed in there to boost your absorption and significantly increase the utilization of the vitamins, minerals, and other beneficial plant compounds. And then we also have the technology that delivers all the necessary nutritional precursors to drive the entire system of metabolic pathways for nitric oxide synthesis. So phenomenal stuff. And look, I wanted to show you, a lot of people have asked, okay, so it's going to just play them automatically, is it? Okay, 1 second. There we go. I'm gonna have to fix that in my settings. It just played them all automatically. Anyway, the biggest question that we get when people are asking us or learning about these greens is they're like, oh, I've tried greens before. I really try to take them, but I always forget, or I always make an excuse not to because they don't taste good. Usually greens taste like grass. So does active greens taste good? Let's find out.
That is good.
Yeah. Terry actually laughed. First time he was like, "Are these going to be good?"
Kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on. It's good.
Tastes good.
Okay, good morning, guys. So, active greens on the go, right? I love salad, but to get enough salad, I would have to eat like 10 cups a day. Who has time for that? All I have to do is take this little packet with me anywhere I go. We're going fishing right now, and put in the 10-ounce, 8-ounce water bottle, like that. On the go, guys. Shake, 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 shake. That's it. Tastes like pina colada. Let's go.
And that's one of our very own friends here who's actually on this call tonight. That's Virginia. She was rocking. These testimonial videos are phenomenal, and they're being very, very consistent in their videos each and every week. So I think that's phenomenal and amazing. But you see how easy it is to use. Not only does it taste amazing, but I don't know if you've ever tried to take a greens product from any other company before. It usually comes in a canister, and you've got this giant scoop, and you've got to try to fit it through the water bottle, right? Just close as you can, trying to get it in there, right? Not with this. This stuff is easy. It's on the go. And Virginia said, listen, if you want to live a long life, you're supposed to be eating 10 cups of salad a day. We're being serious here. You want the mineral consumption that you need to fuel your body and just maintain your healthy. You have to eat 10 cups. I don't know. She said, who has time for that? Exactly right. Nobody has time to eat 10 cups of salad a day. And not just today, that's tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And if you're not, your body's going to be lacking what it needs, and it's going to eventually suffer for it. So we're going to talk a little bit about testimonials. So yeah, it tastes good. It's a phenomenal tasting product. Now we're going to hear from Craig in just a moment, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about Michelle. Michelle said, hey, listen, I've been craving sweets like crazy, but I've been taking this product and it's eliminated my sweet tooth, my craving. It's just amazing. Charlie, I shared a picture of your foot. You shared this the other day. I thought it was phenomenal. He said, the 5 weeks ago, these were hurting and they were discolored, and they just, I don't know if anybody has ever had an experience like this before, but when your body turns on you, it's a scary thing, and you're trying to support it the best you can, or maybe you're too busy, but those are beautiful toes, Charlie. Those look great. Donald says, hey, listen, I've been using this product, this bone spur in my lower back. Let's see, I can't believe that after just a little under 2 months of utilizing active greens, the bone spur in my lower lumbar is going away. I was unable to pop my hips back and lower back for a number of years, but now I'm regaining lower back mobility and have much more sensation in my legs. I have clearer thoughts, lower blood pressure, and less stress, better sleep. Vivid dreams are back. My nitric oxide levels have significantly improved, and my digestive tract feels much better. Isn't that amazing? When you give your body what it needs, I can't tell you how many people have been telling me that they are feeling better. Their aches and pains are going away. They have more stamina. That's for me. My stamina, I'm like, go, go, go. Energizer bunny. So many people are even commenting, hey, listen, I lost 6 pounds. I lost 6 pounds, but I've had women reach out to me. Is this supposed to make you lose weight? And it's not. It's just supposed to support your body so that it can do what it needs to do. And a lot of times that's that detox, eliminating the toxins so that your body can do what it's naturally supposed to do, which is digest your stuff and, get it where it belongs. All right. Tammy also has a phenomenal testimonial, and then I want you to hear from Craig here in just a moment. His is I shared this because it's one of my favorite testimonials. And then after that, I'll tell you what happened to my husband after his stroke. Tammy says, another testimonial: after just 2 weeks on active greens, my mother has diabetes and eats totally everything wrong. Her preferred meal is pasta, candy, and drinks 4 Cokes a day for many years. Needless to say, her blood sugar level numbers stay high. 250 is her normal, and many times it's even higher. This has been going on for 32 years. Everyone has tried to get her to start eating properly for a diabetic, and she will not listen. Truthfully, I was shocked. She loves the greens and actually drinks it every day because it's tasty. She's changed nothing in her diet or pills. The only change is now drinking active greens. For the last 7 days, her blood sugar numbers are in the normal range at 120. 32 years. In 32 years of having diabetes, she has never had 7 days in a row of normal blood sugar ever. Whoa. So I'm not saying active greens can cure diabetes. That we can't say that this product will cure or prevent any illness or disease. Okay. We can't say that. However, we can share these testimonials of what people are experiencing. I am saying this fact with my mother's experience, only adding active greens to her diet. If anyone else could come up with a different conclusion, please let me know. But I'm telling you, I'm a believer in this product. The rest of the family is seeing and feeling their own amazing results with the blood sugar testing every day. You can hardly deny the numbers. Absolutely, Tammy. This is Craig. This is one of my favorite testimonials that we have heard. I love Craig's just authenticity. Like, he tells things how it is. He is just a phenomenal gentleman. And so I love hearing his story, and I'm going to be quiet so you can hear him. Back it up a little bit.
Last week, while not cured, I've experienced dramatic improvement in the numbness in my feet, and for the first time in several years, I'm able to walk barefoot without a cane or any assistance.
So I don't know if you could hear that. I'm going to have to work on my volume levels, but Craig said that he, for the first time in years after consuming this product, he normally has to get around with a cane or with some sort of assistance, has to wear shoes. And now he's able to walk around barefoot without a cane or any assistance. And this is what we do this for. I mean, I love the fact that he tells it like it is, because here that he is sharing his authentic truth, which is he couldn't walk without assistance, started drinking these greens, and now is able to get around and move without assistance. And that is amazing. I mean, I can't wait to hear more from him. I really can't. Now, I wanted, and I promised to share my husband's testimonial. He had a stroke on my birthday about a year ago, almost a year ago, on the 23rd of November. It'll be a year. And it was a shock to all of us. And it took him about 3 months to get back to normal. Now he's, climbing trees and stuff like that and doing all of his things. However, half of his body has been numb since November of last year. So November all the way up until, August. From November to August, half of his body, from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet, completely numb. So numb that one of the days this summer, he backed up into something and cut his leg. Blood was gushing out. He didn't feel a thing. So completely numb. After we got the product, my husband was like, look, you send me this product. If it tastes nasty, I'm not doing anything with it. But if it tastes good, I'll take a closer look at what you're doing. And we got the bag. It's a 30-day supply. So there was 15 days for me and 15 days for him. At about 14 days of consuming the product, our boys had a rodeo. During the summer, we have a summer camp and they do the rodeos. The last week of rodeo, and he bumped into a friend of ours. Hey man, how you doing after your stroke? And he said, pretty good, man. I'm back to normal, except for I can't feel this side of my body. And then he said, I could feel it. So then, I'm grabbing my shoulder and I'm squeezing all the way down my arm, all the way to my fingertips, and I could feel it. I'm grabbing, my backside and I'm squeezing all the way down my leg. I could feel my leg for the first time in almost a year. He could feel his body again. And so we are just, at that point, it really made a believer out of us. Like, if this could do this for him, what could it do for other people? And what could it do for Craig? What it's done for Tammy and for Donald and for Michelle and for Charlie and for hundreds of other people? It's truly remarkable. All right, let's keep on rocking. Oh, there we go. All right. So what would a product like this be worth to you if it could do all of the things that we're talking about that it can do? And it can that. And I can't wait to hear more testimonials. But if this product could do that, what would you pay for it? Well, you'll only pay $49.95 for this product. We're going to back up here. $49.95 for this product. That breaks down to about $1.66 a day. So do you have $1.66 a day to take some ultimate daily nutrition so that you can live life to the fullest and experience some incredible things? Just support your body and just see what it does. Watch what happens when you give your body what it needs. Now, for those of us who are, younger and healthy, we know we're supporting our body. We know we're going to stay younger looking for longer. We know we're going to be doing all the things. For those of us who are starting to experience aches and pains and realize that the clock is ticking, and if we don't support our first wealth is our health. And so this product, only $49.95. I know of Green's products right now on the market. The best green product right now on the market that tastes like your lawn is $107 per month. $107. And it doesn't even have half the stuff that we have. It doesn't have the adaptin and detox blend. It doesn't have the nitric oxide. It doesn't have the minerals. Doesn't have any of the stuff that we have in our product. $107 a month. You get this for $49.95, but it doesn't stop there, because you even get more. For $40.95, you also get access to these strips, which is going to show you, hey, what is it doing? What are your nitric oxide levels? And so we take the strip, we put it on our tongue, we look at it before we try our product, and we see, where are my nitric oxide levels? Now, after the age of 20, your nitric oxide levels take a dip until, the end of our life. And so having nitric oxide and all of the benefits, like I said, Google nitric oxide benefits, you'll be blown away at what this stuff can do. Then after consuming your product, take your strip again and see what the results are. And people are sending us their results, and the results are in, friends, and they are phenomenal. So many people are showing, hey, whoa, I don't have that much nitric oxide. I'm depleted. I'm depleted or low. And then they're saying, wow, hey, look, I'm really having a boost of the nitric oxide up into this optimal level. And this bright color actually indicates a spike of nitric oxide, which may occur immediately after following the consumption of this. So take one before, take one after you take the product, take one a week later and a month later, and see how your body is being supported with the nitric oxide. All right. So we also get not just the active greens, not just our test strips, which is so fun. If you go and you meet a friend and you say, here, put this on your tongue. Check this out. Watch this. Okay, now drink this. Okay, now put this on your tongue again. Put this new one on your tongue. and you show them, it's like a party trick. It's like a magic trick. And they're like, whoa, what is this? And it's a great way to share your product and what it can do for people. And then say, hey, Google, what does nitric oxide supplementation do for somebody? Or what are the benefits of nitric oxide supplementation? And let Google tell them. They might not believe you, but they'll believe what Google says, right? So not only do we get our active greens, not only do we get our test strips for $49.95, $50, you get your active greens test strips. We're also going to get access to the non-negotiable app. This one is so close to being launched. This non-negotiable app has those top 5 non-negotiables, right? Your fitness, your physical, your nutritional, your finances. It is a way to keep ourselves accountable. We can actually create groups within that non-negotiable app and really keep each other accountable. Hey, did you do your thing today? Hey, what are you doing for this? Hey, let's do this together. Let's check it off. Let's take screenshots of us checking off our progress and putting it on Facebook, putting it on our social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. You can actually show your progress. And you know what that does? It creates curiosity, because the moment you start talking about your 5 non-negotiables, somebody starts asking themselves, hey, what are my 5 non-negotiables? Hey, I should be doing something like that. Hey, that's cool. They post that every single day. Hey, friend, you post that every day. What's that about? Boom. There you go. You can share not only what we're doing as a community here together to keep each other accountable so that we can have the best lives that we could possibly have, but you're also getting another opportunity to share with other people. Woo! All right. So AAO business app, that's something else that's coming down the pike. It's through the Penny app. That's a huge application. That one we're looking at. I actually just got the notification today that we are going to be seeing that after the Regional Influencer Conference. So we're pretty pumped up about that. We also get access to the gear shop. So exclusive gear, that things that are the t-shirts that you can wear to represent the company, and things that'll actually generate interest as you are going about your day. And then the Self-Made podcast. I know that this one is in the works. They're getting several of these episodes run before they launch it out to us. And so we're so excited for all this stuff that's coming to us. We get all of this, access to all of this at $49.95. I mean, that is huge. Now let's talk about the comp plan. And when we talk about the comp plan, I want you to start thinking for yourself, if you could reasonably and realistically make the kind of money that you want to make, all right, that you dreamed of making, that you want to make, what would that be? I want you to think about that. Realistically, what is the number that you need to make right now that would change your life? Either giving you a benefit, allowing you to quit your job, helping you make things or change things, or help dad retire, help your sister or your brother out, whatever it is. I want you to put that, if I had more money, when we get here, then we'll do this, right? How many times have we said that to our significant other, right? How many times have my husband and I communicated this? When we get the new house, then we'll do this. When we get moving, then we'll do this. So many times we say that, hey, when we get X, we're going to do this. And those are the dreams. Those are the things that you're working for, right? Forward to, you're looking ahead. Well, I want you to think in your head, what would that be? All right. And then I want you to watch through as I go through this compensation plan and see how Against All Odds can help you to get there. Number one is the 50% on retail sales. When you really take a close look at this customer bonus, and this is actually a way that every single person who ever looks at Against All Odds and ever gets their hands on a bag of active greens can actually share this and benefit and get money into their pockets or money back to them by retail sales. Now, I've never been a big retail sale person, but we have more people purchasing product from us personally and organizationally than any other business in our career. My husband and I have been in this industry for a collective 22 years. Never before have we seen this many customers, this many people who are passionate about this product. So every time one of your customers makes a purchase, you get paid 50% of the retail price. Now, every other company I've ever been in, there was no incentive to even think about getting a customer, because the only time you get paid is that first time. And then it goes in a little teeny tiny bonus into whatever the other part of the compensation plan is. No, every single time you share this product for $49.95 or $59.95, you get a $25 check or a $30 check. Every single time, and it's instant in your back office. You got a bill you got to pay, you got something you have to do. Why don't you share some active greens with people? Why don't you just bump into somebody that you know, or bump into anybody or that you talk to, and just ask them, hey, do you drink greens? Hey, did you know that you have to consume 10 cups of salad every single day just to have enough nutrients to run your heart properly? Did you know that your nitric oxide levels decline after a certain, how are you doing anything for your heart health? A lot of people that I ask that question, they say, I used to drink greens, but man, they usually taste so bad. Conversation starter. I can't tell you how many people we have just product out there so much. It's phenomenal. And it's an easy conversation to have with someone. You don't have to sell them on anything. You just ask them a question and they get interested just by the little details that you share. So 50% of the retail price every single time. You got a bill you got to pay? Go share some active greens with some people every single time. $25, $25, $30, $30. Plus, you're going to make $1 on every customer purchase made on levels 1 through 5 and 50 cents on all customer purchase levels 6 through 10, which means if you sign up a gym owner, right, that gym owner is going to have lots of customers, right? They're going to be doing a lot of that work, right? Sharing, let's say they got 1,000 people who attend their gym and 500 of them start drinking the active greens and become customers. Guess what? That's $500, and you didn't really do anything other than tell that gym owner about it. The gym owner's over there hustling. In any other company that I've ever been in, there has never been a way for me to make money when my customer shares it with another customer, right? Or when I share it with another business owner and then they get customer. I've never, we never got a penny, even though that stuff was taking place, right? So that's another phenomenal way. I can't tell you how phenomenal this customer bonus is. There's also, or this retail customer getting bonus is. There's also the $10 customer bonus for customers. So let's say that you share it with Sarah down the road, and Sarah's like, man, this is great. I'm gonna share it with my mom. And she's just a customer, right? Well, you're gonna earn $10 just because Sarah shared it with her mom. And every time Sarah shares it with somebody that she knows, her mom or one of her friends, you're also going to get a $10 cash bonus on every purchase made by someone referred by one of your personal customers. So every time Sarah shares it with somebody, boom, you're getting $10 from your customers sharing it with other people. And people like getting free stuff, because check this out. Your customers, every time they share it with someone, they're going to get a credit, 3 credits, and those credits accumulate and they never expire. 3 credits gets them a bag of product. So they get out there, they share it with other people, say, hey, do you drink greens, blah, blah, blah. They tell you that they don't, but they like to. They start drinking the product. They're like, man, this is good. You're like, you know what? If you like this product, would you like to get it free? I can show you how you can get it free. If you share with 3 people, guess what? You're making $10 off of those people every single month, plus 50 cents on each of those customer referred purchase paid upline 10 levels from the sponsor tree. So when any of that takes place in your entire organization, that's 50 cents. And I'm going to tell you one thing that really adds up. So now that we talked about customer bonuses, and this is such a key and foundational part of this compensation plan, and making sure that we stay legal and legit and doing everything that we're supposed to stick around for years and years and years. Our grandchildren will be sharing against all odds with people, right? Generational wealth is what we're talking about. This phenomenal stuff. Now we're going to talk about the $100 minimum check. This is a guaranteed $100 check. If I told you that anybody that you brought into this business that could share it with 3 people and show them to do the same could earn $100, that's what the company does. They accelerate your commissions, right? So all you have to do is understand this one bonus, and this will build your entire business. That's all you have to do. You share it with 3 people, and you help those 3 people do the same and share it with 3 people. And statistically speaking, everybody can do that. Every single person in this world, statistically, unless they're not trying, every single person in this world can share it with 3 people. So you share it with 3 people and you teach those folks to do the same. Normally you would make, I don't know, $12, right? However, what the company's going to do is if you have 3 who get 3 and you're not making $100 in the organization just yet, they're going to boost your check. They're going to pay you $100. So it's $100 minimum check guarantee. And so if you get people to double their money, right? Get their product, drink their product, love it, double their money every single month. If you can teach people to do this, you can build a life-changing business. So 3 personally sponsored people who share it with 3 personally sponsored people, to them, guaranteed check match of $100. That's phenomenal and amazing. And if you just understand this one bonus and you help people to get to that, that is your first key. If everybody's doing what they're supposed to, if everybody's working together and staying accountable, they're saying, hey, I'm committed. Hey, I'm excited about this. Hey, I want to do this. Yes, they want to do this. They're serious about it. They're saying they're serious. Everybody can bring their 3. This is their first goal. Hey, you're serious about this? Let's get you to the first goal. This is everybody's first goal. This was my first goal, to share it with 3 people who share it with 3 people. I just continued doing it 50 times. So, and you don't have to do that. What I'm saying is every single person in this company can succeed and win if they share it with 3 people who also share it with 3 people. All right. You can do this. Everybody can. Statistically speaking, your numbers won't lie to you. Go Google it and she will tell you everybody can share it with 3 people. All right, now we're going to talk about the matrix compensation plan. This is the power of 3. This is where it gets really exciting and fun, because as you're sharing it with people, they're all going into your matrix organization, and one person is going under each generation, each level. So the first person you share it with goes on your left, and then center, and then right. And then the next person that comes in goes to this person's right, and then this person's right, and then this person's right, and then so on. And it builds, everybody gets 1 before anybody gets 2. And it builds out this nice, beautiful organization. So in levels 1 through 3, the potential earnings is $39. However, if you get your 3 who also bring 3, the company's going to guarantee you $100 check match. They're going to meet you in the middle. They're going to boost you up and leverage you up so that you can double your money. They want to see you win, grow, and succeed. And they know that if you understand this principle, that you can build this out to level 10, right? Level 10, which pays upwards of $236,000. When you add all of these up, it actually adds up to $314,886. And that's only if everybody's purchasing 1 bag of product. Now get this. Every single person that comes into this company, even before they even share it with anyone, can make money in this matrix compensation plan. So let's say that Sarah comes in. Sarah's like, I need a week. I've just been so busy and I'm really serious about this, but I need a week. And I'm like, okay, Sarah, well, I'm gonna keep going. So I go and I find my other 3 that I'm gonna help them duplicate, because I know Sarah's not really in it to win it just yet. And I don't know if she's ever going to be, so I'm gonna let her go, right? And I start sharing it with folks, and the duplication is happening and team growth is happening all over the place. Sarah can still earn $39. Well, when Sarah starts to earn $39 on level 1 through 3, even because she just got started, she's like, holy cow, I've never made money before in the industry like this. This is cool. What do I got to do to get more of that? You say, Sarah, it's simple. You got 3 friends that like to live as long as they possibly can. Yeah, of course you do. All right. You share it with those 3 people. We're going to help them do the same. And you'll earn $100 per month, $100 every single month, right? Then we're going to help them do that again, and it's going to duplicate. And $19,602 is what you earn on level 4 through 8. Level 9, 75%. That potential earnings on that generation or that level is $59,000. So all based on one product, you could earn $300,000 on a full matrix. Now, does it ever fill up fully perfectly like that in the first month? No. But as we continue to build and grow, people have to go somewhere. And I don't know about you, but I'm serious about this business. I am going to tell every single person that I know about it. I went and traveled to my dad and I said, Dad, I don't care if you ever pay for this product. I want you on this product because I want you here with me for as long as humanly possible. So I told him I was buying him a bag of product. I'm so excited. I'm throwing my straw. So what Dan has said, he said, listen, I've been doing this for 30 years. He said, statistically speaking, what we see is on a product at this price point that it actually accumulates to about 1.5 products, because some people buy 6, some people only ever buy 1, some people buy 2 bags. What it evens out and averages out to is about 1.5 bags is what the whole organization. Now, what does that mean? That means that full matrix in a real life, real case scenario pays out $500,000, right? So it's all based on how many bags are purchased and goes off of those percentages, all from starting with 3 people who bring 3 people and duplicating that. We also have another bonus. I'm going to show you how that works here in just a moment, and how we can take you through the step level process of simply getting active and sharing it with your 3 and what that can accumulate to in a real world use case. We're going to see that here in just a moment. This is the 4-star generational matching bonus. I'm just going to read this out here for you. If you have questions on it later, we can definitely go over that. Your sponsor tree comprises of all the influencers that you personally sponsors, as well as all of the influencers they each sponsored. In your sponsorship tree, all of the influencers that you personally sponsor are placed on your first level with unlimited horizontal expansion potential. And all influencers they personally sponsor are placed on your second level, and so on. As a generation starts, when your sponsor tree has reached the rank of 4-star or higher during the monthly pay period, the generation matching bonus includes all influencers below them in that team leg of your sponsor tree until the tracking system encounters another influencer in the same team leg who is also at the 4-star rank or higher. Then that 4-star influencer starts the next generation in your sponsor tree team. And so what this does is the reason we like the matrix is because the matrix pays out the most checks in the industry, right? The matrix pays out more checks than any other compensation plan in the industry. That is a fact. That is not me speculating. That's not me saying, oh, we got the best compensation plan in the industry. No, that is the actual fact that the matrix compensation plan pays more checks than any other company than any other compensation plan in the industry. This allows for the only limitation that the matrix has, being the one that pays the most checks in the industry, is it will allow you to push people out of your pay. As the team grows, eventually people go beyond that 10th generation. However, if you can't live on 500 grand, I don't know what else we can do for you per month, right? But anyway, what happens is that it'll eventually push people out of your pay. What this does is it mitigates against that so that you can actually earn to unlimited levels. When we talk about unlimited income, when I said, hey, think about what you want to be making, that's the matrix earnings of all of those people in your organization as they hit those ranks. That is phenomenal stuff. That is unlimited income. It allows you to earn way past those that 10th level of the matrix compensation plan. So phenomenal stuff. Another amazing bonus. And something that is totally attainable and within your reach. So this is our 3-step system. This is our real world use case that we were talking about. You're like, hey, yeah, this sounds amazing, Jordan. I'm so excited. I want to get that product. I want to believe in myself. Listen, I want you to believe in you too, because it's totally possible here for you. And it's so simple. They have simplified this and made it so simple, simplicity for success, that anybody who has enough drive and enough passion and are willing to crush those doggone excuses and talk about, yeah, I'm really interested in this, but I'll do it next week. No, 5 non-negotiables today. Let's do it, right? Today, let's go. So step 1 is to get started for $49.95. Everybody on this call right now can do that. Why? Because every single one of you, you can tell me that you don't, but I know that you do. Every single person on this call I know has $1.66 a day to spend. right? Because I've seen people stop at the grocery store and at the convenience store, they stop and they get their gas and they go in and they get their tea. And that tea costs them $2.39. Or they stop by the Dunkin' Donuts every single morning, or at least 4 days a week. And that's almost $3 per cup, right? And I've seen them go out to lunch and spend, $20, $30 at lunch instead of packing. I know that people, right? You make lunch at home, it costs you 10 cents. You go to Chick-fil-A, you spend, $10, right? So if we get real, we really do have enough money to spend $49.95, $1.66 a day. You waste more than that every single day. I know you do, because I do too. So there you go. Get started. Everybody can do that. That's step one. Boom, you're done. Step number 2, share this information with as many people as it takes to get to 3 influencers. And statistically speaking, each and every person on the planet can absolutely get 3 people to join their business. Step number 3 is to help your 3 influencers with steps 1 and 2. Now, when you duplicate this, right? So you help your 3 influencers get with steps 1 and 2. We want you to do that within your first 3 days. I believe that you can do it within your first 3 hours. If you're serious about this business, you really, really can. I believe you can, because people that don't want to die. That we all want to take good care of ourselves, right? And how better to do that than to support our body with what we know we need? Minerals, which you're not getting enough of, because you don't eat 10 cups of salad a day. And if you do, I would love to meet you and find out how you do that. Anyway, help your 3 influencers with step 1 and 2. That gets you to your $100 check match, right? Or you're not check match, sorry, your $100 guaranteed minimum check. $100 guaranteed minimum check. Once you're doubling your money, right? Once you're doing that each and every month, right? We're going to actually take you to the next step. We're going to help you duplicate that 2 more times. We want to help you duplicate that 2 more times. So do steps 1 through 3, and you're going to earn $2,145 in the matrix. That's a monthly income. What would $2,000 per month in income do for your lifestyle if I was able to give that to you each and every month, right? I'm showing you a way with this opportunity that you can do that and help a lot of people along the way, helping them support their immune system, helping them support all these things that they want to do, live longer, live younger, support healthy weight, and just overall live a healthier lifestyle. Duplicate these steps 4 more times, and you'll be earning over $300,000 per month in the matrix. Now, you could do this in your first month. Some people are able to do that. You could do this in your first 6 months, however long it takes for you to do that. If you add in the matching bonuses, after all of this, you're close to $400,000 in commissions. But I want to take you through steps 1 through 3 again, right? Get started, share it with 3 influencers, help them do the same, duplicate it 2 more times, $2,000 per month in income. Once we get you there, the sky is the limit. And it's really up to you at that point. And it has to do with your mindset at that point, because so many people get involved in this industry, but they don't believe in themselves enough to really get out of their way and do it. They come up with every excuse in the book. I know that is true because it happens to me. When I was putting together this presentation, with the help of the company, this wasn't like this, right? It was in a PDF format. I had to, and I was doing laundry and I was saying, Jordan, you need to stop this right now. You need to go in there and finish that because you got stuff to do, girl. I was doing, then I was like wiping the countertops. Jordan, stop it. You need to I know it's not fun, but you need to get in there now. I don't like doing the things that I don't like to do, right? I don't like building presentations. I like giving them, but I don't like building presentations. I know that procrastination is a thing, and I had to whoop myself all over the house before I got in here, sat down, and got her all done. Didn't take that long. It was actually pretty simple. But we have to hold each other accountable. The reason I got it done is because I know that each and every one of you on this call were counting on me to get it done. And that's what accountability is all about. That's why we like the 5 non-negotiables. That's why we want to see you sharing them, because you're holding yourself accountable so we can hold you accountable too. And that is where you get to the next level, because every single person on this call, let's actually back up. Every single person on this call can do it if they have accountability, because scientists have done the research that shows that if nobody's watching, nobody finishes their goal. However, when you get people in, researchers, they put people together. They had a group where nobody was watching and they had a goal and they had 3 months to get it done, or whatever the time period was. And then they had a group of people that were working together, holding each other accountable. And I think the statistic was like 80% of the people accomplished their goal. In the case where nobody was looking, like a phenomenal statistic. I was like 20% of people finished their goal. It's like nearly none of the people finished their goal. So that's what accountability can do for you. If you've been wanting to reach higher levels of success, if you've been wanting to make money in this industry, if you've been wanting to take it to the next level, get in our group, get plugged in. Let us help you hold yourself accountable. Let us see you showing up every single day in the group. Tell us what your why is. I can't wait till we get this accountability app, because that's going to make it so much easier to be tapping into that and watching people where they are. Friends who have friends who are on this call, go you. You helped to hold them accountable, and here they are. And you need to be congratulating them. That is phenomenal. That is what we need in our leadership. That is huge. And that is what people need to be able to take it to the next level. They need your eyeballs on them. Hey, what you doing over there? Yes, you can do this. And they will rise to it every single. I didn't want to do this presentation today. I'll put it all together for you guys, because I know that you were counting on me, and I knew that I had to rise to that, right? So, moral of the story today. Thanks so much for tuning into this incredible call. I hope that you learned something valuable, and I hope that each and every one of you who are not already a part of the company, I hope that you are able to get back with the person that shared this with you, get your bag of greens. I want you to take your Knox strip, find out where your nitric oxide levels are, take your product, take it again. I want you to call the person that shared this with you. You're going to have that product in 3 days, right? If you order this product, you should have it within 3 to 7 days. That is really, really quick shipping. You're going to get your product. You're going to start seeing results. I want you to get back with the person that shared this with you and get started right now, because we're we are sharing this with a ton of people. This is a movement. We're changing lives. We've had hundreds of people join multiple different teams throughout the week. This is it's like, I mean, sometimes I open up the organization and I'm seeing 100 people joined overnight, because people want to live longer. People want this product, and they want to take it to the next level, and they want somebody to hold them accountable, and they want to make more money for their families, and they want to live a free lifestyle. So if you haven't already gotten started, please get with the person that shared this with you, because as we continue to grow, those people have to go somewhere. So every person after today that gets started could potentially be in your organization, in your group. So you definitely want to get started as soon as possible. And we'll be so excited. We have another call going on. I got to get with Ron. I know he had mentioned, I don't know if he's on the call right now, but no, he's not on the call right now, because he had a prior engagement, but he mentioned that he might be doing Tuesday night calls. And so we'll be doing these calls twice a week and building and sharing this. And if anybody wants to learn about, we do have another option in the back office. We do have another level, but that is for people that really, really want to dive in deep on their training. And training isn't for everybody. Everybody understands greens and living better and wanting to make some money and live, your health building is your wealth building. I see you, Dave Thompson, that he is the one who came up with that wealth building through health building. That's Dave Thompson's slogan. There we go. Both of them in one. But so many people understand that. Not everybody wants to train, and make higher levels of income. We'll learn about all of that on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. The company will be sending out that information to you. But we're so pumped up and excited for each and every person that gets started. Get back with the person that shared this with you. And we'll see you on the next live call. Also, get into the Facebook group. It's AAOlegends.com. AAOlegends.com. That's where you get all updates, and we'll be there to support you each and every step of the way, hold you accountable, and all those things, and give you all the assets that you need to build your business. Again, thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and conclude the recording, and then I'll look at the comments section because I want to see what everybody has to say.